Hey there, it's Tiffany of Clarity, Confidence, Courage, Next Level Success. Welcome or welcome back. Let's talk about something that's quietly destroying the careers of some of the most talented professionals I know. It's not burnout, it's not imposter syndrome, or even self-doubt. While all of those are also bad, don't get me wrong, the biggest issue is people pleasing. And before you tune out thinking, Tiffany, that's not me, I just like to be helpful. Come on. Just stay with me here. Here's what I know. People pleasing is a dis-ease because it eats away at your confidence, your boundaries, and your influence, all while making you look like the perfect team player, but it's sneaky because on the surface, it looks like excellence. You're reliable, you're dependable. You're the one that everyone turns to when things fall apart. You're the problem solver. But underneath that calm, polished surface, we both know you're exhausted. You're juggling 10 priorities that aren't even yours. You're working late, double checking everyone's work, and telling yourself, if I don't do it, no one else will. Does that sound familiar? That's what I call the overachieving peacemaker's trap. And that's exactly what we're going to talk about today. And 3 tips for how you can stop. Now, before we jump into the content, be sure to share, like, and subscribe so other amazing professionals just like you can up-level their careers and get to their next level of success. So I wanted to discuss the people-pleasing disease because I find a lot of high-achieving people suffer in silence. Like nobody knows you have it because you pretend like everything is fine. You're respected, but not fully seen. You're accomplished, but somehow not advancing at the pace you know you deserve. And deep down, you kind of know why. You're too busy managing everyone else's emotions to actually prioritize your own success. People pleasing isn't about being kind. It's about avoiding conflict. It's the fear that saying no will make you look difficult or ungrateful. It's the belief that being nice keeps you safe. And it's the reason you keep taking on more than your share and smiling through frustration and saying it's fine when it's definitely not fine. Every time you say yes, when you mean no, you're teaching people that your time, your energy, and your peace are negotiable. Every time you over-deliver without acknowledgement, you reinforce the idea that your effort is infinite and it's always going to be free. You're creating a version of yourself that's easy to depend on. But these are not the type of people that leaders promote because they want to make sure that you know how to say no and delegate work when appropriate. People pleasing is killing your success, not because you're not brilliant, but because you're busy playing defense instead of offense. You're managing everyone else's comfort while quietly betraying your own dignity. And in doing so, you've built a reputation for reliability, but not true authority. So how do you heal from this disease? Step 1, detox from overfunctioning. When your default reaction is to jump in and save the day and fix everything, take a pause and ask yourself, is this my responsibility? High performers like you confuse control with care. But true leadership isn't about doing it all. It's about trusting your team and the people around you to get the job done. Step 2, stop equating boundaries with guilt. Boundaries don't make you less committed, they make you sustainable. Saying no means that I care, but I also have to protect my energy in order to make a deeper impact. Start small. Decline a meeting you don't want to be in. Delay a request that isn't urgent. You'll feel uncomfortable at first, but you're withdrawing from an addiction. You're breaking an addiction to that external validation. Step 3, reclaim your power by shifting from helpful to strategic. The professionals who rise aren't the ones doing the most. They're the ones who do what matters. When you protect your time, speak with authority, and make decisions from confidence instead of guilt, people start treating you differently. You move from being the fixer and the problem solver to being a force to be reckoned with. And let's be honest, your biggest fear isn't failure. It's being misunderstood. It's worrying that people will think that if you've changed or you stop saying yes all the time, then that means you're not the same person. But they're right. You are changing, and that's okay. You're allowed to be a human. You're allowed to evolve from constantly fixing other people's issues. Trust me, when I tell you success without peace is just exhaustion in nicer clothes, I mean it. You can keep striving and overachieving and overgiving until you collapse, or you can start leading with clarity, confidence, courage. You don't have to burn out to prove your worth. You just have to believe you're worthy enough to show up as a human being that has needs, and that the biggest need is to prioritize yourself. So here's your challenge this week. Choose just one area where you've been overgiving or overworking, whether it's at work, in a relationship, with family, whoever, and just set one boundary. Here's some options. You can say no, you can delay a response, or you can delegate work. Watch how quickly your energy starts to come back to you and you start to feel better. Because the cure for this disease isn't doing more, it's having more discernment. The moment you stop performing for approval and start leading from power, everything shifts. You'll think clear, you'll speak bolder, and you'll finally have the energy that it takes to really drive your career forward. If this resonates with you and you like to explore this information further about how to get out of those people-pleasing habits, then click the link in the description where you can get on a call with me. It's absolutely free. It's a discovery call to see if where you are may need to change, and if working together might help you get there faster. As always, be sure to share, like, and subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you can be notified whenever I drop a new video. As always, stay empowered, stay firm, and stay strong out there. Take care. Until next time. Bye.